Does a trial post a grand jury deliver a higher conviction rate at trial? Is grand jury like a test run? And can it be used in any trial, like a murder? Great questions. All right. A grand jury is brought in order to find probable cause to indict a particular person with a particular offense. That means the government putting on one side of the case, putting it to the grand jury and saying, hey, is there probable cause? Probable cause is all we need in order to get a warrant or in order for a prosecutor to file paperwork in order to get an indictment. Some cases are at a level where a grand jury has to be called in because it's a high-level case, or the prosecutor may not know really if there's enough probable cause, so they'll call a grand jury in. But we don't always have to have a grand jury in order to do an indictment. We always have to have probable cause. Now, once we have probable cause, we go forward. If it's set for a trial, we go to what's called a petit jury or a trial jury. This means we put a whole bunch of evidence on as the state. The defense needs to defend their case, although the burden's on the state, and they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, a much higher burden than probable cause. Of course, all of that evidence for a grand jury will be brought in as long as it's okay according to the rules of evidence. There are some things that actually cannot be seen by the trial jury that the grand jury may have already seen. But that's another video. The point is, once we put this in front of a trial jury, that burden of proof shoots up and we have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So a grand jury is a presentation of evidence. Is it really a practice? A little bit. But because that evidence requirement is so low, it's not a true gauge of how trial will actually go. But if a grand jury will not indict on probable cause, there's no way you have a case to take to trial. There is always that element to it. In the end, grand jury helps to indict. A prosecutor can indict without a grand jury, depending on the kind of case. Probable cause is all that's needed, and a trial jury has to convict beyond a reasonable doubt. So, hope that helps a little bit.